Hey everybody, it's your boy Nerdicane, and the big brains at Marvel are doing it once again. You know what? It really does feel like they're directly trolling your boy Zack. He said in many videos that he really loves the New Warriors, and he considers the first 25 issues of the New Warriors to be the best run of a comic book ever, bar none. So that's really high praise, and that's something he holds in high esteem. So Marvel, the big brains at Marvel, decided to get Daniel Kibblesmith, because nothing says action like Daniel Kibblesmith. You remember him. He wrote the Loki miniseries that no one read, and he also wrote the thing that I can't come to mind because it was just so boring that I dropped it. So they're redoing the New Warriors with a newer set of warriors, and oh boy, they have decided to go the Mark Waid Kwanzaa route of success. They've gone completely woke, and we know where going woke brings us to. Okay, so they're gonna have the old team that everybody loved and really enjoyed and knew, and they weren't there because of their purse puppyisms, and they've brought in an absolute purse puppy adoption center of characters to replace them, to be the trainees. But you know how Marvel goes. These new young characters are going to be completely superior to the older characters in like every way. They're gonna be like, catch up, Grandpa. So basically what they did is they got some boomer, and they I guess they did like a focus group with a bunch of boomers, and they were like, what are some negative connotations of young people this generation, in this time? And oh man, so first off, we have Snack Pack, who has a magic backpack. This is the body diversity character that Marvel they love to put these in, and they really think at this point that they're subverting expectations with a body diversity, a fat person on teams now. When you do it on every team, every young team, it's no longer subverting expectations. It's just like the token fat person. The Runaways have Gert. This team has Snack Pack here, or Trailblazer here. She got a magic backpack passed down to her from her grandfather that nobody's ever really heard of before. But yeah, here's the thing: if Marvel, you could have this, idea for free, Marvel. If you wanted to subvert expectations, okay, do that. Do Trailblazer. She gets this magic item. She goes from being a normal girl to having this magic item, and then she wants to go do good in the world and fight crime and things like that. Okay, how about as she's doing that, she's realizing, wow, I'm really out of shape. I can't run as fast. I can't jump as high. I don't have the stamina. Have her completely change not only her the way she's operating in life, but the way she's living life. Say, okay, I gotta stop eating this junk food. I gotta stop drinking this soda. Have that. They would never do it because it would be that would be a fat person getting fit and thin. Think about that. A fat person getting fit and thin would be way more controversial as a comic book in 2020 than going the other route. You could make Superman fat all of a sudden, and they'd be like, oh, the body diversity, oh, I love that, you're supporting that. That would be, oh my gosh. But that's the route. You think you're subverting expectations, but you're not. That would subvert expectations. And not only that, you set as a role model, that's a guideline for kids out there who might be a little overweight. What? Maybe I don't ride the bus. Maybe I get a bike and I ride to and from school. Maybe instead of watching these crazy YouTube videos from this Nerdicane guy, maybe I should go do some push-ups. Maybe I should do some squats. Maybe I should do the Saitama workout. There's a video where a dude did the Saitama workout for 100 days, and it's pretty cool. He got some really good results. But anyway, next up we have you're gonna love this one. This is Screen Time. So this is from the focus group with the boomers, and So they said, oh, the kids, they get too much screen time. So they created this character, and it's the token guy. They got to have at least one guy, one white guy. But are you ready? Are you ready for this? You're going to love this. He is hooked into the internet all the time because he was exposed to internet gas as a child by his grandfather. Internet gas. I keep thinking back to that one woman who was posting pictures to her wall, like she was posting it to social media, and the other old lady comes in and is like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Internet gas. Are you kidding me? Internet gas? Marvel. Come on. I know that creators aren't giving you new characters because they want to keep them for themselves because you don't give any residuals for people creating new characters. But even this is scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Okay? Yeah. So, and, going the other way, a person who is hooked into the internet at that level, who's getting that much information from the internet gas, they would be red-pilled all to hell. They would be like a red-pilled distribution center. So, yeah, he's going to suck. Next up, we have B negative, because, once again, the focus group is like, oh, these young kids are always being negative with their suicide memes and shit. So B negative is a vampire. He was bitten by a vampire clown, so that's why he looks this way. I guess he's going to be like the edgy but not edgy character of the book. The edgelord with the heart of gold, and it's going to be so predictable and so bland. And it's just, I can already tell that. Well, Daniel Kibblesmith, this isn't going to be a good book. He's not. I've never seen a good action book from him. This is going to be very boring, and it's going to be very predictable. And it's going to be a lot of talking, and it's going to be a lot of generational push and pull. Yeah, it's going to be a little short on action. Speaking of action, Splato Comics has Expendables Go to Hell. The Indiegogo is gone into the second phase, which is the in-demand store. Go check them out. Go check out your boy Zack. He's got a really good action comic. Because apparently Marvel can't even do the action comic called The New Warriors anymore. Next up, these two are my favorite. This is Safe Space and Snowflake. Once, Kibblesmith did in this interview where he's like, oh, I'm taking all these negative connotations and I'm making them positive. And no, you're taking negative connotations and you're making them a really big joke. So, Snowflake, these are twins. Snowflake is non-binary, so yeah, there's that. The they them pronoun stupidity. She has the power to create sharp snowflakes and throw them at people. This okay? We'll go. You're basically a ninja without the ninja skills. You just throw things, which is very, you know what? For these millennials, for these snowflakes, that's very fitting. They get mad and they throw a temper tantrum and they start throwing things. So that fits. Safe Space is her brother, who is once again has the Disney eyes, is a quote unquote typical jock who wears a pink onesie, or what do they call it, unitard, with pink knee pads. So I don't know how typical that is. He has powers that he can only use. Their defensive powers, I guess, a shield like Sue Storm, but he can only use them to defend other people. He can't use them to defend. I don't think he can use them to defend himself, but he uses them to defend other people, which is, you wouldn't be able to tell by the symbol on his chest, which is basically a circle and 3 dots inside of it. I figured he would have been called like Triad or Triple Dot. I don't know what he would be called. It's just it doesn't make any sense. It's just like when you create characters from a focus group of a bunch of boomers and people who are generally disinterested in comics and not really interested in giving you their best because they know they're not going to make any money off of giving you their best. This is what you get. You know, it's really sad, and it feels like the writing is on the wall with this. There's enough people in power at Marvel who can say, okay, these Gen Xers, these old guys, these old heads, they want an action book. They want an action book like the New Warriors. Okay, we'll give them the New Warriors, but we're going to troll them. We're specifically going to troll them by bringing all these snowflake millennials into the New Warriors, and they're going to be called the New Warriors, and we're absolutely going to make sure that these new characters are much better than the old ones. They're going to show the old ones up in every way because we're the ones holding the pen, and we get to do that. And when it's like punching yourself in the face. At some point, I've said this before. I said this about Mags's audience, or about Mags's career, a year ago. At some point in this entertainment industry, you have to entertain. You can't just go about trolling people because the economy may be taking a downturn. People are going to have less money to buy comics. So the people who a lot of people hate buy your comics to do reviews on. Some people make money off of that. That's going to go away when people are like, you know what? I have less money to pay for comics. Even people, because, I want to say this to Marvel too. Your target audience, they're pulling torrents off the internet. They're not buying your comics. You know that. You've known that for the past 3 years that your sales have gone down. Your profits have gone down. You know that this target audience that you think is going to come around, they're never going to come around because they're never going to spend money because you're a corporation and they hate you. They've been dyed in the wool to hate you. They may like what you're saying. They may give you a lot of thumbs up and a lot of likes on Twitter. But aside from, when it comes down to the brass tacks, when it comes down to putting your money where your mouth is, going to a comic shop and buying a comic, they're just not doing it. And the writing's on the wall. It just seems like, once again, people in power at Marvel have the ability to say, we're going to do a book that is purely trolling the old head audience. We're going to do a book that's trolling, and it feels like it's trolling in a way, one person, one dude with some hot takes on... Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even call it a hot take. Hot take is diminishing it. The dude is speaking truth to power. Your boy Zack speaks truth to power. When people don't want to listen to the audience and they don't want to listen to the customer because they think, and they like to imagine that the customer is actually the store. Those people, when somebody goes on YouTube and they get a big following and they become very successful in comics from saying, hey, Marvel, you're doing it wrong. And then somebody challenged him, say, hey, okay, where's your book? Why don't you do a book? And then he made a book and he made a lot of money off of it. So obviously, your boy Zack has got something going on. Your boy Hail Caesar, Ethan Van Sciver, has got something going on. Even the guy at Narwhal Press is doing a better job of comics than Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics! The gold standard in comics, what used to be the gold standard in comics, has fallen so far, and I don't even feel that this is rock bottom. I feel at some point the economy may slow down, and the Disney bean counters may be like, hey, we've been really pumping money into Marvel Comics for a long time, but we're not seeing any return, so it's time for a lot of you to see the door. But, oh man, this is going to be an absolute poop show. I've made my predictions on Twitter. I'm guessing about 35, about mid-30s for issue 1. And then by issue 4, it'll be down around probably 11,000. And I thought it was going to be an ongoing, but apparently it's a mini-series. Nobody's really sure. It's Marvel. The series become mini-series. The mini-series don't get finished, and nobody cares about it by the end of it. But, yeah, this is going to be a mess. You guys buckle up, because this is going to be a fun little shit show to watch. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. I may have a 40K video coming out today, and I will be doing a contest for my listeners, for my viewers. I keep forgetting it's a visual medium, but you guys go have a good day. Bye.